Hi guys, my name is Level Eternity and today I'm going to explain all the different attachments in Battlefield 4. I'm not going to explain the shotgun shells in this video, but I'll make another video just for that. This is my first commentary, so I know that this isn't the best guide out there, but I will do my best. I know that the game has been long out, but the reason why I do this is because I think that some people just use this or that, because for example their favorite YouTuber uses that, without really knowing why. So I hope this guide will help you decide what is best for you. This is what I'm going to do. First, I'm going to explain all the different attachments, what their ups and what their downs are, and then I'm going to give what I think are good combinations and what they use on different guns and situations. Okay, to start off we're going to look at the underbarrel attachments. In Battlefield 4 there are in total 8 underbarrel attachments. The potato grip, the stubby grip, the angled grip, the folding grip, the ergo grip, the vertical grip, the bipods and the underslung rail. What you need to know is that the potato and the stubby grip do the same thing, the angled and the folding grip do the same thing, and the ergo and the vertical grip do the same thing. So let's have a look at the potato and the stubby grip. What they give you is no negative side effects, and they give you 15% less spread increase per shot and 33% less ADS max spread. The angled and the folding grip give you 33% less first shot recoil, and the vertical and the ergo grip give you 50% less bullet spread when you're firing on the move. So 50% less bullet spread when you ADS or when you hip fire. So your bullets are much more accurate. Then you have the bipods. What this gives you is much more accurate bullets when deployed. But the downside is that you are very stationary, so you cannot move, what makes you a very easy target. And last but not least, we have the underslung rail. This is used to attach the M320 grenade launcher or the M26 shotgun, allowing faster switching to these gadgets. Moving on, we have the barrel attachments. We have auto suppressors, which all do the same thing: the flash hider, the heavy barrel, the compensator and the muzzle brake. By using a suppressor, you make sure that you don't show up on the minimap, but it drops your muzzle velocity to approx 300 meters per second and gives you 20% more hip spread while you aren't moving. The flash hider reduces your muzzle flash but has no negative side effects. The heavy barrel gives you 50% less minimum spread and 7.5 less spread increase, but gives you 30% more upwards recoil. The compensator gives you 25% less horizontal recoil, but 30% more spread increase per shot and 30% max spread. The muzzle brake gives you 10% less upwards recoil, but 12.5 more spread increase per shot and 12.5 more max spread. Now moving on to the scopes. I'm not going to say much about scopes because it's mainly personal preference. You need to find out yourself what scope you think is the easiest to use. What I do want to say is how higher the optic you use, the slower your ADS. For example, when you use a 1 point optic, that will be much faster in ADS than a point scope. And I do want to mention scope lens. What this is when you ADS with a long range scope, the scope will be visible from a considerable distance as a bright glare. But as I was saying, this only happens when you ADS. Now I want to talk about some good combinations and why they are good. To start off, most guns in the game. If you put a muzzle brake or a compensator in combination with a stubby or potato grip, those grips negate these negative effects from moves, muzzle brakes or compensators. So if you want to reduce that high vertical or horizontal recoil by using a muzzle brake or a compensator, without suffering from those negative effects from those barrel attachments, just put a stubby or potato grip on that gun, and it basically just gives you the exact same gun but with less recoil. This combination works pretty much with every gun in the game. I'm not saying it's the best combination for every gun, but there are literally no downsides to using these combinations. There are some guns with a better combination, but I'm going to sum some exceptions up. For example, fast firing PDWs. Always a laser sight, but try to switch them off in medium range combat, so that you don't give away your position. For grip attachments, I would recommend the stubby or potato grip because it reduces max spread, and because they fire so fast that you reach that max spread very soon. Or a ergo grip because you need to stay mobile, and an ergo grip reduces that max spread while moving. A barrel attachment isn't necessary because you want to engage a close quarter. If you do want to use a barrel attachment, I would go with a flash hider or a suppressor. Now the LMGs. I would recommend the stubby or potato grip because the LMGs have a very large spread, and by using those grips it reduces that spread. For the barrel attachments, you need to think about where you see yourself in combat. If you think you're gonna be a lot in close quarter, a suppressor is the way to go. But if you wanna play more as a supportive role, a bipod together with a heavy barrel is a very good combination. For the accessories, you again need to think about where you see yourself in combat. If you go for close quarter, you can go with the laser sights, but try to switch it off at medium to long range so that you don't give away your position. If you think you're gonna have some range between you and your opponent, you can go with the magnifier. Now there is one exception, and that is the LSAT. The LSAT has a very low first shot multiplier, so if you put an angled grip on that, it reduces that first shot even more, which makes the LSAT very good for short burst firing and long range. And last but not least, the DMRs. The angle barrel attachment, I would definitely go for the angle grip. It's going to reduce that first shot recoil, and of course DMRs are single shot weapons, so the angle grip was almost made with the DMRs in mind. For the barrel attachment, I would try to use the heavy barrel if you can control that extra vertical recoil. The reason why I use the heavy barrel is because it's going to give you that extra accuracy that you need if you want to take targets out at long ranges. I wouldn't recommend the muzzle brake or the compensator, but maybe the suppressor if you're gonna get it close. You can of course also use the flash hider. For the accessories, I would recommend a target detector, because it's very useful in many situations. For example, when you didn't kill an enemy, but you spotted him due to that target detector, then your team can see the enemy on their minimap and take him out. If you can't unlock the target detector, I would recommend the canted iron sight if you use a high optic, so you can easily deal with enemies in close quarter, or the magnifier if you use a 1x optic. Alright, that's about what I wanted to say. I hope that you learned something, and if there are any more questions, ask them in the comment section and I'll try my best to answer them. And as I was saying, this is my first commentary, so if you have any remarks, opinions or tips, you can also leave them in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe and click on that like button, it really helps me out. You can enjoy the rest of this gameplay if you want. See you guys next time.
Hey, 你的衣箱来了，拿好。衣箱来了，快点拿走。看见了敌兵。嘿，你衣箱。有人干死他们！我的来兵！ 箱来了，快去拿好！大家注意，发现敌兵。被压制了。
Objectives linked. Friendly link broken at your location.
你的衣箱来了，拿好！我们都干掉！发现！快拿好你的衣箱！
There's 2 areas unlinked. Hold this ground. Let's take this objective. Defend this objective.
衣箱来了，快拿